Hi, I'm Steve Shelburne, owner and operator of Shelburne RV here in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee. Well, good morning from Shelburne RV. Another Monday morning. Trying to get all my stuff going here this morning. It's been kind of crazy already. I'm kind of behind this morning already getting my videos going. But got quite a bit we got going on today. Trying to get this big Phaeton finished up. We finally got all the parts in for this Schwintek slide system. So got all that in Friday and got a little bit of trim work on the inside we got to finish up. Trying to get that done so we can get it out the door today, hopefully. This little jewel right here is the one we talked about on the quickie slide not going in and out correctly, and we got a new motor for that one. And then little James is over here working on some BAL slide in seal, so we're trying to get that done this morning and get that finished up. And then there's cousin Geary, so he's over there doing that. And then over here working on trying to get a roof worked on today, so trying to get that done. But I got to walk down to the office and take care of a couple things, so come on, we'll go down here and check that out. So the only unfortunate part about having a shop up here and a shop down there is I only got a golf cart and a side-by-side, and most of the time those are used for other things we're doing in the shop. So I get to use the old Shoe Leather Express this morning and walk down here and take care of a couple things. So that's kind of the only bad part about having the shops all over the place. So sometimes it takes me a minute to get down here and deal with the things I got to deal with. But anyways, that's the way it goes. So go down here and see Mr. Wade right quick. I got a couple things I got to take care of, and then we'll go around and check out a few more things. Alrighty. Look at there. Cousin Geary working. I'm done down here, so I got to head back up here. So this is what it turns into some days. So anyways, we'll go back up here. We got a few things to do, and then I'll show you what we got. All right, so we're working on a horse trailer. Got a bad BAL motor, and if you can see the motor, it's way over there. So we're actually having to reach all the way back in there to where the screws are at. Try to get this fascia off so we can get to that motor to try to get it out. Well, good morning. Getting a little bit of early start here before the boys get here this morning. This one right here, you see, got a little bit of issue with the disconnect relay on the coach. And then I found out yesterday the board on the air conditioner had a problem. So I'm going to be getting into that, diving into that a little bit today. This Jayco right here that we're working on has got a charge valve in the hydraulic system that's giving problems. And so when they run it down, the jack's getting real hot. And so something going on there we're going to look at. This Allegro open road we're working on right here. Going to have a conversation with the customer about this. The slide assembly, the gear rack, there's some little wheels in the back side of that keep the track in line, and the wheels are wore out, and so the track's actually sitting up on the back and not contacting the gear mesh correctly. Bad part is all that is fiberglass underneath that. We'd have to drop every bit of that because the floor line's obviously right there. So you got to drop all of that just to get that rack out so we can get to the back of the wheel assembly to try to resolve that. So yeah, that's going to be a little bit of work to try to figure out how we're going to resolve that, because that's going to be a little bit of a job. Figure out what's going on there. So the other thing is, you kind of saw yesterday, we were starting in on this little horse trailer over here. got a problem with the BAL motor. Actually the gearbox is busted. Got a busted housing in the gearbox. So let me go over here and open this thing up, and I'm gonna grab my tape measure because I want to show you something. I thought this was kind of interesting. They told me I could fix this without having to do what I'm gonna have to do, but I'm gonna show you the problem. So let me grab a tape measure. Okay, so we're inside this horse trailer now. Now you can see right there where the gears have, something's gone on in that gearbox, and so now that thing's broke. So of course they've like, well, just all you got to do is loosen those bolts right there, and you can move it all out of here. Well, I want to show you something here, because this is what's amusing about this, and this is why this ain't as easy as I'm being told. Bear with me here. All right. So I want you to see this on my tape measure. See how far back in here? That's 4 foot. That's 4 feet back there to that motor. And this right here is 7 inches tall. Now, you've seen most of the videos that I shoot. I ain't no little small guy. So to get way back in there is gonna be a pain. And you can see right there is where those turnbuckles are at. Right there. So not only do you got to get way back in there, but then you've got to stick a little wrench inside those and try to run those out to get the tension off those chains so that you can pull that motor out of there. So as you can see, that's not going to be the easiest thing in the world to do. And then once we get it to that point, we should be able to, once we get the chains off it, we should be able to push that thing out and see if we can get it open where we can get the new gearbox ordered and try to get that resolved. So yeah, that's good times right there. If I was a little small guy, that would be a very simple solution, but I'm not. This one right here, we talked about it a couple times. We did find that it had a bad slide out motor. One of the wires was bad on the motor. So now that we've got that resolved, they've got the end points and all set on that. So just working away on that. So yeah, I got a lot more going on. I'll show you some more as we go through today. It's gonna be a hot day. It's supposed to be over 100 degrees today. So yeah, I gotta love it. But I'd rather sweat than freeze. I hate the cold. So we'll go through here and look at some more stuff. So here we go. All right, I had to slide away from the shop for a few minutes. Got a Winnebago Ellipse that's got a little bit of an emergency call. I'm gonna go out here. Probably a little issue with the control board instead of cycling. Real funny. So we'll go out here and check this out and see what we got going on. All right, so I got that little service call finished up. It was a bad motherboard on the base mirror unit. It was just contactor was failing and clicking in, clicking out, and just a problem. So I've got him all fixed up. You guys have seen me change those boards out before, so I didn't really show no video on how to do that. There it is right there. So anyways, back to the shop I go. Well, another early morning. I'm in here before the boys get here, and I'm up here in the mezzanine building adapter plugs. So trying to get this done this morning before they get here. It's just been terribly hot this week, been over 100 degrees, and so I've had a lot going on. I haven't gotten a lot of video shot this week. It's just been a lot of emergency calls, a lot of phone calls. You know, had a lot of people calling, you know, just trying to get those air conditioners going because of the terrible heat. Spent 20 minutes on the phone yesterday with a lady who was having issues with the air conditioner that was running good in the morning, but wasn't running very good in the afternoon. And typically this time of year, what we see is the, you know, everybody's turning their air conditioners on. Everybody's trying to keep their houses cold. And so then the power grid, the demand on the power grid is just terribly high right now. And the way she had it plugged up at her house probably has a real long extension cord run to it, And of course, in the afternoons with everybody running their air conditioners, the power grid's dropping. Voltage is probably down real low, and so kept popping a breaker on her air conditioner. So yeah, some of the struggles we deal with when it gets really hot. You know, air conditioners are a big commodity this time of year, especially with everybody trying to stay cool. So a lot of those problems kind of follow place with the power grids having some issues. So, but yeah, anyways, it's just been hot. So I'll take you around and show you some things today. And we've got a lot on our plates, and you know, if we don't have the emergency calls, you know, we get a lot of stuff done. It's just been one emergency call after another. The mobile service people have been running like crazy, as you can imagine, with the air conditioners and all. So yeah, it's good times. So I'm gonna get some of these done, and then I got to meet my gravel guy. He's supposed to be here in a few minutes, try to help me get some of that stuff done. So always a lot going on before the boys show up in the morning. So it's just the way it goes some days. Good morning. As you can see, I am not at Shelburne RV right now working. Jan and I are actually out on vacation, and we're down here in beautiful Fort Myers, Florida. And so we actually got a whim to stop by and see this gentleman, Mr. Wayne.
Hey guys.
Owner of
Ugly Shield.
Ugly Shield. I don't know if you guys have seen that. You know, a lot of you guys campers have got that 3M and Diamond Shield, and you know, I've had several customers come in that we've talked about taking that off, and it just is not plausible for us to do that. This gentleman has figured out the trick of doing this.
Oh, yeah.
He's got the technique, he's got the stuff. Wayne, why don't you explain kind of what you do here and what you give to the customer?
Sure. Well, the number one thing that we do is we remove the film and the Ugly Shield without paint damage. For the last 7 years, we've probably removed over 3,000, and we're not hurting the paint. We're giving the coach back to the customer perfect, like they want, and leaving here happy. And just working, 7 days a week. Our customers are driving 3,000 miles round trip just to come here for us to work on it. I got my father working for us, just a father-son business. And just like you guys, we're just doing we're doing it for mom.
Right.
How mom would want to do it.
And it's kind of amazing to me because we do paint and body work, and we've actually had some coaches come in where we've had to take some of that stuff off there. And I'm just telling you, we've spent hours grinding, cutting, you know, then we got to go back and paint it.
Oh, yeah.
You're telling me that you can take that off without damaging that paint,
time.
without having to go back and clear it, nothing like that. You can get that off every single time.
Every time. The only time that we run across a problem is if there was a repair done poorly, or if the factory did something that may have not been, the film was hiding. We'll stop, we'll explain it to the customer, we'll show them what's going on. 9 times out of 10, they let us go and do the best we can, or we can definitely hire someone that can fix it if we need. But as far as hurting the paint, never hurt it
Man,
once.
that's just amazing. Well, guys, it's a great opportunity. I appreciate you, Wayne, letting us come
Thank
by
you
and
so
check
much.
you out.
Nice to meet you.
Guys, the phone number's on the sign. I'll put it in the description. This is the guy to see. I made a special trip down here to come by and see Mr. Wayne and make sure that we can see this product. I've had lots of people. In fact, I've had some of my customers who've come down here.
Yeah.
You've done the job for them. They brought it back. I've been amazed at the job that you guys have done, and so I want to come out and see this for myself.
I appreciate
And so this is the guy. If you guys got that Ugly Shield, if you need to get that removed, this is the product. This is the guy. We appreciate you watching. Jan and I are going to get back to Chattanooga because I know we got lots more to do and we got lots of videos to make. So appreciate y'all watching. Wayne, thanks for taking some time.
Thanks, guys.
And of course, his dad in the background who's got the big stogie cigar. That's awesome. Appreciate y'all taking time out of your day.
Oh, thanks for coming.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it so much.
Yep.
Thank you very much.